development is part of the improvement.
He misses the free throw.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter-Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
On the subject of Michael Carter-Williams, his assists went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well. But, Greg, the one thing he can't seem to lock down is his shooting stroke.
Yeah, last season hitting just 38% from the field, and you expect more out of him at this stage. But remember, this is a young player, and oftentimes your field goal percentage isn't necessarily a reflection of your ability to make shots, but more so your ability to take good ones. So shot selection, I think, plays a role for him as well.
Thompson with the bucket.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Carter-Williams, the pass to Monroe. Warriors with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Barnes kicks to Green. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. Misses the three. And here we go. Fast break. Carter-Williams has got the ball. And Steph Curry with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two.
At the line for two.
And the first one drops.
And when it comes to Michael Carter-Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size, he's a good athlete, he plays hard, but he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Henson's checked in for Monroe, and it's Mayo in for Chris Middleton. Here is Livingston, has to rush. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Well, going back to Michael Carter-Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, when you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on it.
Parker dishes to Carter-Williams. Pass to Mayo. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Miles Plumlee's checked in for Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for Michael Carter-Williams. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. The pass to Barbosa. In the corner, Rush with it. Trying to get open is Iguodala. Rush gets the bucket. So it's the Bucks now. It's a 5-point game. Antetokounmpo passes to Bayless. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Iguodala. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Over in the corner, Livingston gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Lets a floater go. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. No good. Plumlee with some nice D. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bayless dishes to Henson. Here is Livingston. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Fires from deep. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And he makes all three. Mayo. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll be back with you right after this. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look. And that's something that I'm trying to prove this year, as I've been proving the last 3 or 4. So it's going to be fun.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
Come on, off to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Ian Clark out there with Steph Curry. And it's Thompson in at the 3. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Middleton's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Bucks.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Well, Vasquez, man, what an example of tremendous passing skill.
Warriors trail by 5. Curry kicks to Green. Curry passes to Bogut. Golden State moving it around. Now here's Vasquez, guarded by Curry. Here's Bayless. Can't hit. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Green dishes to Bogut. To the left wing. Here's Curry. The offensive rebound. And Thompson kicks to Green. Bogut with a clean look. And again, no good by Golden State. Bucks leading by 5. Vasquez passes to Middleton. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Middleton's got 9 points.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there,
they can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's Bogut to stop the run. Barnes. And finally they hit one. Barnes has got 5.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Monroe against Barnes. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
So it's the Bucks now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. It's stolen by Green.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Here's Carter Williams. Middleton dishes to Parker. That's good. Parker's got his second bucket of the game to go. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bucks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and they had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Warriors trail by 7. Curry with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. There's the dish to Thompson. He kicks it to Green. Here's Curry with the 3, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And some changes here for the Bucks. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. And it's Mayo in for Chris Middleton. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Poked loose. 5 to shoot. Here's Livingston. Off target with his 3. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Mark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
But they get it back. Iguodala kicks to Barbosa. Iguodala outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on an 11-2 run, and that one's good. Parker.
Boy, they've got them on their heels the way they've been running the ball up and down, right down their throat.
Yeah, some explosive plays we're seeing now in transition have really keyed this run.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Iguodala. The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in.
Warriors foul call. That's his first personal foul.
And guys, when you look at O.J. Mayo's statistics over the past few years, nothing